Well, a very good afternoon. Shall we take a look back over Saturday's game versus Watford? Why not? Welcome back to Weird Rex, and my name is Steve Jones. So, welcome back. I really do hope I find you well and your working week is not proving to be too tedious. Saturday, Watford rocked up from Hertfordshire for our first home league games in the new EFL season. But before we do that, let's hit the one big elephant in the room that a lot of people seem to be talking about, which was the getting into the stadium with the new ticketing system. Not seeing queues like that for quite some time. I think the last time we had queues like that was during the power cut. It didn't go well, as the Top Gear boys used to say. Some of that, I think, could have been improved had the club given out a little bit more information on how the system works and how to use the system. Maybe a how-to video might have been a good idea. But, as always, there is some operator error that can be equally to blame. I had personal experience of that one. I held my phone to the scanner. Guy on the turnstile said, "Off you go, mate, no problem." Next thing, hang on, he pulled me back. The lady who was behind me scanned as I'm going just before I went through the turnstile. So she scanned me in. So then I had to go back, lean over the turnstile to scan her in because you can only scan once. So yes, there's a lot of operator error there as well. So maybe a good idea was how to use the system. A little bit of a video on the social medias. That would be my suggestion. Anyway, on to the game. A 1-1 draw, fair result, I think, really. But the one thing that stood out for me and quite a few people I've spoken to is they made us look very, very slow. They were very quick across all departments, really. Well drilled, you can see that, but they were so much faster than us. I picked out two from the video of their Sunday game against Southampton in Iker Bravo and Nabizada, and they were two that really did impress. A few others as well, but in saying that, we were again the victims of not doing our jobs right again. Yes, we were caught for pace, but their goal was so easy. You could see it coming. A bit more talking, a bit more control from the keeper, maybe, I don't know. But the guy was crossing on his own in the free header virtually. So that really does need looking at. Good to see Danny get his first home league goal. I honestly thought he'd overcooked it when he took the touch, but finished it with aplomb. Good goal. And very unlucky not to get another one with the one that just touched outside the post a little later. So, as I say, on the whole, I think 1-1 was a fair result, considering we were playing against 13 men. Mr. Busby, I don't know what he was wearing. I think he had a Busby over his eyes. Some of those decisions he was giving were absolutely crazy. How can a 50-50 challenge, which ended up with two players going down with a clash of heads, end up as a free kick to them, to Watford? Bizarre. And there was a tussle on the Town End Yale Wrexham Lager touchline. Kiefer was having a bit of a push me pull you with the big fella. Next thing, the big fella's down slapping the ground like he's been shot with a sniper. And Kiefer did nothing, and he still gave them the free kick. He gave them absolutely everything. Don't get me wrong, I don't want homers. I want to see the game played equally, and that was just shambolic. Anyway, we live to tell the tale. Draw, fair result. Move on. Go to the new guy. Anthony did okay. Don't think he really had much chance with the header, but the cover he had in front of him let him down on that one. Ben, quietly, you can see what Ben's about. A little bit more for him to come out of his shell yet. But you can see there's a good player in there, and Danny from the three was my pick anyway. He was fantastic. Other good performances in there as well. Lewis O'Brien worked well. They played all played well. So we'll take the 1-1 draw. Go again into Friday when Birmingham City roll into town. I'll start preparing that through the week, and I'll pop that up on Thursday afternoon. Right. In other words, I did a bit of an Arthur Okonkwo watch. He got man of the match with their away, or Charlton's man of the match for their away win at West Ham, which was a good result, by the way, taking nothing away. Unlucky not to get his clean sheet. Just couldn't hold the. They came at him a bit quick from a short distance, so he couldn't really hold it. All he could do was pad it into trouble, but again, covering, not doing the best. But good luck to him going forward. Now today we've got board of director changes being announced. Welcome to Wrexham AFC, Ellis Wynne Jones. Now Ellis has a long career in sports and finance and was a former head of global sports advisory and European gaming strategy coverage. I hope he didn't have that on a name badge. It'll be a big one. That was at Goldman Sachs in London, so welcome to you. And Sean Harvey has been appointed as a non-executive director on the board for an initial 3-year period. So that's the current news. Now, I was told on Friday that Issa Kabore was knocking around the racecourse signing autographs. Don't know what's happening on that one. Have to keep an eye open, see what's going on. And apparently we're allegedly linked with some guy for 35 million going up against Juventus. Don't think we'll win that one somehow. But you never know. Worse things, stranger things have happened. So I'll start my prep for Friday evening. I've actually got my ticket early for once. Thank you very much to the resale. And I'll post that Thursday afternoon, as I said. Have a great week. We go again Friday. There'll be 3 points on the bag coming, I'm sure of it. Have a good week, and I will indeed, as always, see you later.